Okay, so at the very beginning of the week, what we talked about was poetry was a form of telling a story or a big idea that is being compressed into a few lines um, that really gave you a version where you had to come up with um, your own ideas of how the poetry is being conveyed to you. So we took a big idea and compressed it, all right, down into a smaller version. And then we went through and we talked about these three questions. What does the poet feel? How are the poet's ideas conveyed? What is the poem really about? But what we're going to focus on now is this question here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the question is, why did the poet write this poem? Okay. We want to know why. So that's what we're going to pack today. We're going to unpack this poem and understand why the poet writes poetry. And in doing that, you have to understand something. Let me put this up here called author's purpose. All right. So that's what we're going to discuss author's purpose. Now, you've probably learned before, we've gone through probably in like sixth grade, fifth grade, where you've learned PIE, which is persuade, inform, or entertain. And those are all still very valid because when you persuade, that is when the writer's trying to convince you of something or trying to get you to do something or believe in something. But the question that you want to ask when you think of that is, let me pull this one up. Okay. We want to look for the reason. Okay. So when we're looking at something and we know that we're being persuaded, now we want to delve a little deeper and we want to understand why. What is the reason behind this persuasion? We want to go really deeper into it. And you're going to find this in all different types of writing. You're going to find it, now what we're looking at is poetry, but there are also other forms of writing that you will be looking at. And that'll come in the near future. The other reason that an author writes is to inform. And we know that when you're informing someone, you're giving them the facts, you're teaching them something. Okay. That is what the author's purpose is, to inform. But we want to look and see, what is it about those facts? What is the reason behind it? Again, we're heading back to that same thing of the author's purpose. And also in entertaining, it's to make you enjoy something. Okay, that's what the reader is trying to do. But you want to look for the characters in there, and you want to look for if there is a problem or maybe a solution. It's something that you're looking for. So all of this is what encompasses the author's purpose. We are looking for the big why this piece was created. All right. So what you're going to find, and this is, further down in this chart, just like we've always done, is a piece that you guys are going to listen to. It's a spoken word piece. And it's a very, for me, it was a very emotional piece when I watched it. But you want to, when you're watching it, and I want you to watch it more than once, because you are going to want to look for the why behind it. Why was this written? Why was this written at this time? What are the people performing this piece trying to convey to me? What is the reason behind this piece? That's what we want to look for. The why the author felt the need to bring this to you. So this is a spoken word piece. It is very moving. It's going to take a lot of understanding. It's more than just surface, okay? So we're going beyond just the surface of how you look at things. I want you to delve a little deeper and ask yourself the whys. I want you to ask yourself, why did the poet write this poem? And in this case, a performance piece. What is it? Why are the performers performing this piece for you? Okay. I hope you guys enjoy it. Afterward, you're going to do some writing. Today's Thursday. It's our writing day. And what I want you to do is take any two pieces. By now, you have seen, I think, two spoken words, but then you've also read some poems. And I've introduced you to some in my videos. And you can even go back and look at those. So I want you to choose two pieces that you've either read or watched. And I want you to compare the two pieces. And in your comparison, you're going to ask, what do I feel? What is the poet causing me to feel by this piece? Okay. How are the ideas being conveyed? What is the poet trying to get me to understand? What is this really about? And most of all, why? Why did the poet write this piece or perform it? So you're going to compare. You're going to compare and contrast two pieces. That is going to be your CER writing, which we introduced last week, and we're doing it again today. All right? So enjoy the performance piece and then go ahead and get that writing done. All right. Good luck.